Hello and welcome to the next LPL Spring 2023 preview video. We're going to cover Ninjas in Pyjamas, which is a new team to the LPL. We've seen it in the LEC and the LCS before. They are now in the LPL taking the place of Victory 5. Now, before people say I can't read the board, this is an attempt in hopes that the color that's closest to representing Ninjas in Pyjamas actually works on the board, which is like a neon green. If neon green does not work, then in the future, Ninjas in Pyjamas is probably going to be the gold color that Victory 5 was before, because if you look at their logo, it isn't yellow, plus there's no yellow dry erase markers to begin with, and it certainly isn't green. It's in between. So in the future, might have to do something else. Nevertheless, Victory 5 went 27-5 last year. Now NIP. The LDL team went 27-17. So the LDL team was solid, and the LPL team was solid. We saw them go on a tear in summer, actually, and were very dominant during the regular season, but then struggle in the playoffs, not go to Worlds. Coach is Zero. Zero was an assistant last year, so 27-5. So we'll see what happens. Nofi is out. Nofi is now working with Riot Korea. The team went budget, and by that I mean they brought in only Zhu in support and allowed 4 of their starting 5 players to leave. Rich in top lane, I think he's still unemployed. Karsa in the jungle went to Weibo. Rookie went to top from mid lane. And then PP God just signed with OMG from support. So how did the team replace these guys? Well, let's go over it. At 21.3 years old, that only includes 3 of the 5 starters. Invincible and Dream do not have an age listed. So that's all there is. Invincible is very, very good with Victory. My apologies. I need to drink some water. With Victory 587 or Victory 87, whatever the hell your LDL team was, Invincible was dominant in the top lane. Earning this call-up, earning this opportunity. 305 KDA, 902 CS per minute, 67 KP. They fought around Invincible 2 out of every 3 kills, and he's getting ahead in his matchup with 9 CS per minute. 674 damage per minute, 23.9 gold share, 11 champions in 20 games. Fiora and Gnar were the only champions he played more than twice. Behind him is Nuo. Nuo struggled in summer, to say the very least. 151 KDA, 749 CS per minute, 59.2 KP. So at the same level of play, KDA was half as much as Invincible, giving up 1.5 CS per minute and involved in 8% less fights. So he's getting gapped. 512 damage per minute, 22.1 gold share, 7 champions, 16 games. Gwen, Gnar, and Fiora are his most played. I really like a player that Fiora is their most played champion from the East. That's a good sign. You know, a finesse top laner is always fun. In the jungle, you have Zhao Lao Bao at 23 years old. He is the starter after Karsa leaves. He did play like roughly half of the split in summer. Put up some decent numbers. I mean, the KDA is great at 6.1. CS per minute, 5.1, 70.4 KP. Those are average numbers. 379 damage per minute, 15.3 damage share, 18.6 gold share. 7 champions in 18 games. Wukong, Xin Zhao, and Trundle were Zhao Lao Bao's most played champions. I mean, I didn't see much of a difference between the two with Karsa and him in the lineup. You know, I thought Karsa may be getting worn out, and that's why they did it. But it looks like maybe they're trying to get a look at what they might have to deal with in 2023. The backup is Climber. At 18 years old, put up, frankly, not great numbers in the LDL. Did not earn a call-up by any means, but still very young player. 239 KDA, 489 CS per minute, 68.8 KP. 294 damage per minute, 17.8 gold share, 7 champions, 36 games. Lee Sin, Viego, and Poppy were climbers most played. Now, mid lane, we have Dream. I thought Dream played outstanding in his opportunity in place of Rookie early on in summer and earned a spot on a team in 2023, and it just so happens Victory 5 are going to play him. He had a 7 KDA, 8.8 CS per minute, 69.5 KP as a rookie, got ahead in his matchups, did work, 494 damage per minute, 20.9 damage share, so did not deal a lot of damage, more of a facilitator, which is unfortunate. He got a lot of farm. You'd think he would deal more damage, but I think that KDA is more indicative of a guy that's more of a KDA player than a guy trying to be aggressive. 21.9 gold share, 9 champions, 14 games. Silas being by far the most played champion. Xhun is the backup. Similar to Nuo, Xhun is not ready to come up. 214 KDA, 735 CS per minute, 70.9 KP. So giving up 1.5 CS per minute at a lower level of play. 432 damage per minute, 20.8 gold share, 7 champions, 15 games. Galio being the most played, and we know Galio was not supposed to be meta in summer, so by that, you could see why his numbers are awful. Galio, Ari, and Talia. In bot lane, we have Fodic at 20 years old. He has the best Senna in the world, in my opinion. 5.6 KDA, 8.4 CS per minute, 74.2 KP. 722 damage per minute, 29.7 damage share, 24.3 gold share. You know, when you take into account all his Senna games, he is a true blue carry. 11 champions in 37 games. Kalista and Senna being the vast majority of those games. So, a very good player. Fodic, I thought, played outstanding. We'll see how he does without PP God, though. That is a big deal. Now he's dropping down to Zhu, so, I mean, hopefully Zhu can play Tom Kench and Sed and Galio and maybe Rumble or whatever as a support alongside of Senna. X Liang is the backup. Not ready to be called up yet. A 219 KDA, 87 CS per minute, 59.6 KP. So isn't farming very high, isn't in a lot of fights, is dying a lot. 527 damage per minute, 23.7 gold share. 8 champions in 27 games. Aphelios, Zeri, and Lucian were his most played champions. They have a third 80 carry on the roster that did not play 10 games in summer, but did start for them in 2021. His name is Today. He had a 425 KDA, 857 CS per minute, 67.2 KP. I'd argue he's better than X Liang based on these numbers, but then again, I didn't look closely at his 9-game sample size. Maybe he started the split for this team and then struggled and got benched. 515 damage per minute, 22.9 gold share, 11 champions, 30 games. Varus, Kalista, and Jhin. Yeah, that screams 2021, right? You see Varus and Jhin in there. Support, we have Zhu. At 21 years old, they played 13 games for Top Esports in spring before getting benched for Mark. 2.6 KDA, 69.6 KP, 7 champions, 13 games. Braum, Nautilus, Rakan being his most played. We'll see how he does getting a full split because there is no pressure from beneath him. Suki, 1.91 KDA, 68.8 KP, 13 champions, 36 games. Nautilus, Renata, Nami. Wide champion pool, but dying a lot. I mean, if we look at this, really, the KDAs on these LDL players are awful. Outside, I mean, Invincible's got good numbers, but, I mean, Climber 2.4, Nuo 1.5, Xhun 2.1, X Liang 2.2, and Suki 1.9. I mean, they're dying a ton. Then again, they did end up 27 and 17, so they did win the bulk of their game. So it looks like every game for them is a bloodbath. But as far as I'm concerned, I think Ninjas and Pyjamas are an interesting team. I had them in the average to bad tier. It depends how good Invincible and Dream do. I think Zhala, Bao, and Fodic are good. So it's a matter of the solos and support. How can they perform? Can they take the next step in their career? I am hopeful, though. I think Invincible, these numbers are pretty nasty. So Comment down below with your opinions on Ninja in Pyjamas. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Become a YouTube member. And thank you for watching.